Well, we've come up here to North Shropshire today to meet up with our friends from Aico, Alex Garmston, the marketing manager. Marketing, from your point of view, I mean, it's so many broad different things you get involved in.
Yes, yeah. So marketing at Aico isn't your traditional marketing role. We get involved in events, social media, website, PR, running the Centre of Excellence here. So we're in the technical workshop today where we host a number of events during the course of the year.
And last time we came up here, there was youngsters everywhere because all the school holiday activities were going on. It was an absolute hive of activity.
Yes.
That must be great fun to organise.
Oh, it was, and a great credit to the CSR team we have. So we had a summer club for kids during the summer, which was a great success. They got involved in stuff in the warehouse, where we were packing boxes, a boxing challenge, and obviously they were involved in the community garden outside and with the chickens. So they had, loads of fun.
Yes, I met the chickens last time I came. Two specific things though to talk about today. One of which is the return of your community awards, which we'll talk about in a minute. But specifically, this new Apprentice of the Year competition that you've launched. Tell us all about it.
Yes. So Aico, one of our key goals is education. So we're big on training. So we run training for installers all over the country, and obviously City and Guilds training here in Oswestry. But we wanted to do something more for apprentices. So we've introduced the Apprentice of the Year Award, which is going to tie into the community awards next year. So essentially we want people to apply, and then they'll be shortlisted, and then they'll take part in a practical session next year in JTL Centre in Birmingham. So after that practical session, they'll get shortlisted to 6, and then those 6 people will be put forward to the community awards where a winner will be chosen. And
that's a great night, isn't it?
Yes,
so, I mean, that's a real thing, a memorable thing to take part in.
Yes.
So what specific, are there particular apprentices that you're looking for? Is it geographically split, or is it sort of...
No. So it's anyone from up and down the country can enter the Apprentice of the Year Award. Mainly electrical apprentices is what we're looking for, obviously to tie in with the sort of fire safety, the alarms you see behind you. But there's no strict criteria. We just want to hear from apprentices how they're getting on and want them to enter, really.
So it doesn't necessarily need to be a company that's maybe had any partnership work with
No,
Aico.
not
It can just be, if you've got somebody you're proud of and you want recognising.
Yes, so obviously there's a number of colleges up and down the country that have electrical apprentices, and if they feel that apprentice is doing well, we encourage them to put them forward. You don't have to be associated to Aico or done work with Aico in the past. We just want apprentices to apply and promote the work they're doing.
Because apprentices are a huge part of this business here, aren't they? Always have been.
Yes, yeah. So we have a rolling apprenticeship scheme. Our current workforce is about 10% apprentices that have gone on to full-time employment with us. And more recently, we've started doing more apprenticeship courses with the EDA, Electrical Distribution Association. So we're doing some apprenticeships around data at the moment. So we have 9 colleagues throughout the business have just started a new apprenticeship, even though they might have completed previous apprenticeships. So training's a big thing for us.
And there's progression proof here, isn't there, as well, that you start as an apprentice and you can see how people have already started.
Yes. We've had numerous colleagues that have completed the apprenticeship, started off in one role and moved throughout the company. Matt, the commercial and finance director, so he started as an apprentice in the warehouse.
Man and boy, isn't he?
Man and boy now, so he's been here, 20 years, and his trajectory for the company has been great, and it encourages younger people to see that and inspire to that and move forward.
So what's in it for Aico in terms of actually running the Apprentice of the Year competition? What's the benefit to the business?
I think it's just, 1, brand awareness, and 2, as I said, we're big on education. We want to award people for the effort they put in to their education, to their future. But also these electrical apprentices will be electricians of the future that will be installing our kit. We want them to be familiar with the Aico brand. We want them to succeed. So it's just about supporting them on their journey.
So let's get to the important bits then. How do people enter? What's the deadline? When does it all start?
So people can enter through the website. If you go on the website, there'll be a banner on the homepage. You click on that. There'll be a download link to the form. Just fill out the form. I think there's like 3 questions. Obviously the key details being their name and what they're currently studying.
That's a good start, isn't it?
Good start, yeah. So we make sure we get all the details correct. And the deadline is the 1st of January.
Excellent. So basically, end of the year, have your Christmas dinner, make sure you've finished all the dotted the I's, crossed the T's, get it off. Instead of booking a holiday on Boxing Day, get your apprenticeship entry in.
Ideally, and it's not a big form. We wanted to make it straightforward and easy to enter. So it should be fairly straightforward.
So then you've got your final apprentices, the ones that you really want to shout about, going to the Community Awards.
Yes.
For anyone who hasn't been, I had the pleasure of hosting your last Community Awards, and what a fabulous night at the ICC it was. Is that what it's going to be again? What's the plan?
Yes, yes. So, the plan is to do it at the ICC again next year. So the 18th of April is the awards. It's a Thursday. I believe we've got you as host again, Carl. We've booked you in early, so we don't want to miss out on you. But yeah, essentially it'll be similar to the setup last year, except we've added 2 additional categories. So there was 11 the first year. We've gone for 13 this year. So we've got the Apprentice of the Award, Apprentice of the Year Award category, and we've got a collaborative partnership category to add to the current 11 categories. Hoping for 300 people, which will be an increase on last time. There'll be entertainment, we'll have a guest speaker. Obviously previously we had George Clark.
I'll always remember George, because Ed Clancy was there,
Yes,
wasn't he?
he
George
was,
Clark was
yes.
there. And I always remember trying to keep things under control when George Clark decided he wanted to ride Ed Clancy's bike around the ICC.
Yes, yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, I wasn't expecting that either. I think he got a bit excited. He didn't have a helmet on either, so...
Health and safety nightmares.
Yes, but yeah, hopefully the entertainment will be as good as that next year, and it should be a great event.
And people, I mean, you had people from all over the UK, didn't
Yes.
you, coming to this? So.
Yeah, all over the UK. It'll be the same again. So the awards are open to enter now. Same way through the Apprentice of the Year Award. You can enter through the website. The closing date for that is a little bit later, so that's the end of February, with nominations being announced early March, ready for April. And
then what happens once you've entered? Do you get judged? Do you get shortlisted? Do you get visited? How does it work?
There's no visits, so it's not like the Shropshire Business Awards where we go out and visit every business. It'd be a bit difficult up and down the country.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. So.
Yeah, so no, there's a panel of judges, 6 judges in total. So once all the entries come in, the judging panel will take a look, rank them, and then we'll pick 6 for each category. So last time we had over 400 entries across 11 categories. So it was a lot for the judges to take in, but we're hoping for the same amount this time.
What are the top tips then that you would maybe give to people, whether it's the Apprentice of the Year Award or any of the other community awards, if they want to try to get shortlisted? What are you looking for?
Just be straightforward, I think. Be clear, concise in what your project is or what you're doing. Additional information is always good, so there is the option to add additional information. So for apprentices, if there's any certificates or photos of their work, that'd be really good to see. For award entries, it's just supplying those sort of testimonials or pictures or any data you can supply to a company that awards and make it accurate.
It's as ever, isn't it, with awards? Make sure you've done your homework, read the instructions, and give people what they're asking for.
Yeah, so the biggest one is word count. I look at enter awards ourselves from a marketing point of view. When it says 500 words maximum, that's not 100 words, 200 words. Try and use the full allocation to get your point across. I think last time round we saw a lot of entries that had like 150 words in a 500 word sort of question. So yeah, one of the big things is to use the word allocation, I think.
But also, and having sat in a shortlisting panel for various awards over the years, don't go the other way. And when it says 500 words, it doesn't mean 1,500 words.
Yes.
Stick to your limits.
Yeah,
as well,
it's not like a university assessment where you get that 10%. When it says 500, it is actually 500, yes.
So in terms of, and then once you've actually picked your winners, do you still stay in sort of partnership with them then? Once, looking back at your community award winners from a couple of years ago, what's happened to them in terms of the relationship with Aico?
Yeah, no, we still stay in touch. A lot of them are key clients of ours or become key clients on the back of that. I think it's a good relationship builder. And yeah, I should imagine a lot of them will enter again this year. But hopefully we'll have different winners, but you never know what it's like winning awards.
Always a good sign if people want to enter awards again, that it's been a competition that's been good for them, because there's got to be something in it for them, hasn't there?
Of course there has, yeah. And obviously the award stemmed from wanting to reward people for work in the community and the work they do with us, but also, yeah, the work they do in the wider communities they serve. So.
Yeah. And finally, Alex, been a good year for Aico, has it? Another good year?
Yeah, really, really good year. Been busy as ever. Obviously more events here. We've done regional road shows up and down the country. I know the Christmas parade's coming up in Oswestry, and at the moment there's a lot of people building floats. That's apparently top secret. So yeah, really busy year.
Got any budding Father Christmases in the building?
One or two that have got a merry cherry laugh. Yeah, and probably look good in a red suit. But yeah, probably not Neil.
Well, I don't know, he likes to be a man in the community, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, we're still working on that. We might get him in a red suit, we never know.
Absolutely. Well, great to see you, as ever. And the message, I guess, to Shropshire businesses is, look, this awards competition being run by Aico, and I'm sure you want, Alex, don't you, as many Shropshire companies to fly the flag for the counties.
Yes, please do. Durham College were one of the winners last time round, so it shows how local it is. So yeah, please do apply.
Great to see you again. Thanks
and
a
you,
lot.
Carl. Thank you.